Haydn Jones, the new Director of Player Development at Porthmadog. What does this job entail at Porthmadog Football Club?
To me, it's instilling a vision of creating pathways for youth players, elite youth players into the first team. But it also entails bringing the community together around Porthmadog FC. We look around here now, we see the facilities that we have. I'm looking at the Osian Roberts Skills Centre, the David Wynn stand here. We've got a strong infrastructure here in Porthmadog, and what we need to do now is to capitalise, to build on this, to provide the pathway for local players here and beyond, really, to look at Porthmadog as a club that can develop players into the next level.
How long do you see the plan? Is it a year plan, or is it more than that? Is it
as with any youth development programme, though, it's going to take time. So initially we've got a 5-year plan in place. We're going to formulate and develop, beginning with the first year integrating the junior setup within Porthmadog into the club, developing coaches within the setup, creating a new culture. We're also going to be retitling the reserve team into the development team. So it's important that we create a link and a relationship between all the local clubs here, teams within the club, and to have that strong identity coming into the first team. And then one of the biggest things within the 5 years is to create an environment here where players feel a sense that they're going to be developing into senior football. The relationship with the first team is vital for this to succeed. So it's generating that relationship so that players feel a part of the first team, training regularly with the first team, being incorporated within the squad, matchday squad, hopefully getting minutes on the pitch. But the biggest thing is to have that continuity in the training, in the philosophy, ensuring that we create players that we can identify he's a Port player.
Port player? Players from Porthmadog, do you mean how local will local be?
Yeah, to me, obviously there's a talent base, there's a talent pool here in Porthmadog we need to nurture further. But for me, this is a community club, and for me, community means the wider area here with a strong identity, a strong Welsh identity, where the language between supporters and players, we're all on the same page. To me, the club has everything going for itself to be this strong bastion of a club within the community. So it feels there's a wider reach as well. Why do players want to come to Porthmadog? Well, they know they're going to get support from the supporters. They know they're going to get support from the coaches and to develop further. And the biggest thing is that they're ready then to go into senior football, hopefully with Porthmadog. But yeah, that we generate this feel within Port.
There's a gap between junior football and senior football, so we need to fill that gap with genuine footballers for first team football in future years.
100%. To me, this role and generating this vision that we have, incorporating this vision that we have, really will sustain the club for future generations. Really, it's not about us now, it's what's coming through next. And how do we sustain the club? One important element within the 5-year plan is to ensure we've got the best training facilities in this area, and it has been neglected over the years. There's no point talking about player development unless we develop the facilities that will help those players to get to the next level. And unfortunately, we don't have that here in Porthmadog. So off the field, we've got some work to do to reach the local communities, to ensure that we can get the best facilities here. And then from then, obviously, is to ensure we've got this culture within Porthmadog so that players can develop and get to the next level, and that's what we want more than anything.
Porthmadog Juniors are in Porthmadog. What's the message to Porthmadog Juniors?
Exciting times. It's going to be a period of integration. We're going to be working closely together with the coaches involved, We're going to be developing those coaches. We would like to strive towards gaining academy status within the Welsh footballing structure. We need to be working closely together to ensure that everybody on the match day feels welcomed here. Parents are feeling welcome, that they belong to Porthmadog FC, and it becomes our club in a way. And it's going to take time. That's another message. It doesn't happen overnight. However, if we start to instill this vision and work together and create that synergy between players, parents, supporters, the board, everything together, working together, we can get the club to where we want it to go.
Finally, any meeting set up for this to be brought forward? Yeah,
we've got a parents meeting next Friday. We're obviously talking regularly now with the first team manager, with Chris. There's a pre-season schedule put in place. So yeah, off the field, off the pitch, working hard to pull everything together. And yeah, just watch this space. Hopefully now we can start implementing the work, starting on the work.
Diolch yn fawr, Haydn.
Iawn, diolch yn fawr. Diolch yn fawr.